Hello, it's me James and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. And of course, it would start raining as soon as I start the episode. Damn you Minecraft gods. As I was saying, welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. This is the series where I like to show you tips, tricks and tutorials, and of course we like to do this in complete survival. So in today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make a very simple AFK fish farm. Now, the other day when I was making the sugarcane farm that you can see behind me, I did say I was going to show you a way to make a bone meal farm. This is not only an AFK fish farm because, of course, when fish die or you catch a fish or whatever, they sometimes drop bones as well. So this is like a 2-in-1 bone meal farm, and that's exactly what I need at the minute because yeah, I'm running low on the bone meal. Not only is this farm completely AFK, so you can literally set it up somewhere and you can just leave it, but it is so resource friendly as well, so it's definitely worth a build. That being said, let's get straight on into the materials you need. So the materials that you are going to need are as follows. You're going to need some cobwebs, and the way you're going to obtain the cobwebs is by using some silk touch shears. Now if you don't know where to get cobwebs, of course you can get them in a stronghold library, and also you can get them in mine shafts. And another one is the woodland mansion, like in the, sometimes you get like a secret spawner. I don't know if they're anywhere else, to be honest with you. If I've missed anywhere, let me know. But yeah, for the most part, they are the, like, few places you can definitely get them. And of course, you will need a silk touch shears to do it. So yeah, also, you're going to need some blocks of choice. I'm going to use white concrete. I've got white concrete powder, but it's not to worry because we're actually going in the water to do this. You're going to need 4 hoppers. You're going to need 1 bucket of water. Also, bring yourself 4 chests. Again, you're going to want to bring yourself 16 soul sand. Now, another thing I should point out before we get building this, so one layer of this farm technically is just this. So you've got 1 chest, 1 hopper above it, and then you will have some cobweb, and then you'll have some blocks surrounding it. So really, for 1 layer, like 1 slice of this farm, you only need this, but I'm going to make it a few slices because the bigger this is, obviously the more fish you're going to be able to catch. Another thing I want to mention just before I set up this farm, if you are going to be wanting to catch tropical fish as well as like cod and salmon, what you're going to want to do is find yourself a reef, a coral reef, and set it up on the border of the coral reef. And I'll show you what I mean by set it up now. And of course, if you set it up on the border of the coral reef and a normal ocean, you'll get the salmons and the cods, and of course you'll get the tropical fish as well. Unfortunately, I have no coral reef, at least I don't know of any right around here. But for the most part, I'm cool with having normal fish. Look at all those fish that are going to get trapped in my trap. Yes! Alright, first of all, step 1, take out any drowns. Alright, what you want to do now is grab your soul sand, and this is exactly where your farm is going to go. So I'm going to place mine here. It seems like there's a lot of fish around here. So, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. First of all, you want to break a piece of the floor like so. And once you've done that, you can place a piece of soul sand. And, of course, once you've done that, it's going to push you up. So, you've got to be really careful. Probably best to bring a shovel. Alright, so, as you can see, I've got myself a magma block. And I've also got myself a shovel. This is going to make this first step a lot easier. Now, of course, because I've gone and come back, there is a couple drowns about. But what we need to do now is simply remove 4 blocks like this and fill them in with soul sand. And, of course, for every layer, you're going to want 4 blocks. Reason I'm doing 4 blocks is because there's obviously going to be a lot more bubbles pushing the fish up to the surface. Alright, so what you're going to want to do once you've cleared the area out, and basically you just want to fill in this area with your soul sand. For a minute, I'm just going to get some air. And as you can see, everything, including fish, is getting pushed up to the top. So now, what we're going to want to do, I'm going to remove this block because we don't need it. I'm going to grab these. And I'm going to actually 2 birds, 1 stone it. And wet these up whilst I'm going to the top. You're going to want a nerd pole next to this. Like so. And then, you're going to want to build around this bubble column. Like this. Make sure you're going around the edge and you're not going over the bubbles. Awesome. Once you've done that, you should have something that looks a little bit like this. Now I'm just going to remove this concrete that I put here. Alright, next what you can do is get your blocks and simply go to the back of the build and build up 1 on this back line like so. and put some corners on it like this. And then you're going to want to go up one more time as well. At this point, what you're going to want to do, get your other blocks, place a block here and a block here. Grab your bucket, and you want to fill this back line with water. Make sure they're full source blocks of water at the back. Then you want to add a block here and do exactly the same on the other side. You're going to want to make sure you've got source blocks of water here, and then go ahead and place one here and on this side as well. And if you can't manage to place them, you may want to place some holder blocks. You just triple want to make sure that there is full blocks of water in all of these positions. Now, of course, if you haven't already, make sure you've got this block and this block, although you don't actually need it right now. Of course, we need to add our chests and hoppers. So our hoppers are going to go here. So that means our chests are going to go underneath. Now, I've just personally picked 2 chests. So I'm going to have a chest here like so. I'm going to have another one here. And the same just there. And now, very important that we don't get water in the hoppers as well. So what we want to do, basically... But before we add the hoppers, we need to enclose this bit. Reason why is because we don't want any water in the hoppers. Because if there's water in the hoppers, the fish can actually sit inside the hoppers and stay alive. Whereas if there's no water in there, then, yeah, they're just going to be stuck. So before you actually do this and mess it all up, place blocks here first, like this. And then place them underneath. Oh, what the... Damn, is that supposed to happen to gravel? I mean, concrete... Okay. Alright, so, yeah, if this happens to you, I will show you how to fix this. This is kind of cool, though. Illuminati. You got to place a block underneath like so. That will, of course, stop the bubbles and stop it from doing Illuminati. Right, so now, like I said, right, you're going to want to remove these blocks, exposing the chests. Of course, you're going to want to put some blocks here as well, stopping any water from coming in. And you're simply going to want to go boom, 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 boom. Another important step, what you want to do now, before you remove these, you want to remove the blocks underneath these blocks, okay? So that does mean we're going to have to go underneath, and it could get a little bit awkward, but for the most part, it's reasonably simple. So we want to remove all the ones up. And throughout this whole tutorial, make sure you're looking out for these guys. I mean, oh, damn, he's attacking him now. This guy's a savage. Oh, damn, there's so many. All right. Oh, dude, no, no. He's got to try then. No, not again. Ah, no. All right. That was totally lame. I felt so heroic in that moment. The joys of survival tutorials. Okay, and I just totally thought the easiest way to actually remove these blocks would be, like, to totally go like this. Without having any hassle. And just do it from both sides. There we go. That's all the blocks removed. Of course, make sure you've got those bottom blocks like that. So there's no spillage going on. Because, of course, we do not like spillage on this channel. Now you are free. Actually, you're not free. You are ready to go ahead and grab your cobwebs and place them on those hoppers just like that. Lovely. And then what we're going to do is remove that, remove that, remove that, and of course remove that. Finally, just take out any blocks that you're not going to need. That does include these front ones. Oh no. And these back ones. Same for this side. And there we go. As you can see, you will pretty much instantly start to get fish. And, yeah, this guy cannot breathe in these cobwebs. Really hard for him to escape. Soon as he, you know, dies, we're going to get whatever he drops in those chests. I mean, you might want a little, like, somewhere to stand so you can have access to the chest or something like that. I mean, you could easily set this loot system up to a sorting system as well. So you could send them straight through so the fish gets cooked. I mean, that's entirely up to you. For the most part, this is just a very simple AFK fish farm. As you can see, it works really, really well. And it's going to provide me with that bone meal. And that is exactly what we need right now. Alright, so I went ahead and made the decision to make it a block higher above the water. Purely for the fact, if the fish come up and try to escape, then they just, like, it's a little bit harder for them. And as you can see, for the most part, the drowns do get killed as well. And maybe we could get a trident. I don't know. I want to go and check what we got. Alright, we didn't get a trident, but it just goes to show that we, like, possibly could have got one. But yeah, very simple, very easy. I mean, there's probably ways to optimize this, but for a starter AFK fish farm, and it will provide bone meal, definitely the way to go. So that is all I've got time for in today's video. I will catch you on the next one.